Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web. As you may have noticed over the past couple of days, we've had to say goodbye to Laddie. Probably the hardest decision I've ever had to make. He was the big part of my life for the last 14 years. And a lot of it, he was my life. He kept me going when I thought everything was falling apart. He saw me through tough times. He saw me through really happy times. But it was the right thing to do. Doesn't stop it hurting though. I'm struggling. I'm in here on my own now. And I feel alone, which I never did before. When I first got divorced, I had and moved into the other flat. I got him about 8 months later. He was 18 and a half weeks old when I got him. And I managed to keep him going till his 14th birthday, which was the end of last month. And hadn't realised because I thought his birthday was May and it was the end of March. I got his birthday and my great aunt's birthday mixed up. Got them the wrong way around. Because they were... Laddie's was the 25th of March and my great aunt's... Not my great aunt's, my grand's was the 25th of May. And I had that on my brain. So... This is a jumble. I know it's a jumble, but I can't get my head straight. I can't get my thoughts in gear. I've got an unboxing video to do, which I'm going to do after this video. But I just need to get myself calmed down in order to do that first. I need to get myself busy. I need to get my brain occupied. So I thought I'd set the lights up, set the video cameras up and get doing something to take my mind off the fact that apart from 2 fish, I'm alone in this flat. We took him to the vet yesterday. We went to the vets on Friday. It's the 3rd of May today. And we took him to the vets. We went to the vets on Friday to make some inquiries. Found out what services they, how much it was, what was included in the price, and booked him in. We took him in yesterday. Anybody who's followed me on Facebook knows we've been putting photographs up, and I posted the video on... I did the video on Sunday afternoon. It took me 3 hours to do that video, even though the videos were already on YouTube. The exact same videos are the ones that are in the Laddie playlist. But it took me 3 hours or so to do that because I got so far watching it and then I was in tears. He's been my strength. Anyway, we took him into the vet yesterday afternoon. They were brilliant with him, and they put a big cloth on the floor, big, thick, chunky cloth on the floor, like a towel, a thicker towel, like a blanket. Okay, yeah, blanket, not a cloth, a blanket. They put a thick blanket on the floor for him, and he lay on that, and I sat on the floor with him. They put the cannula into his arm, left us for a while. He came in and the injection, they put the injection through the cannula, and he just went to sleep in my arms. I couldn't face coming home after that. I needed to go somewhere else, so I went to a garden centre nearby. I had a coffee and a bite to eat. We got back here. His appointment was 10 to 3. We got back here about 5:15. 10 past, 5:15, somewhere around there. I couldn't set foot in the house. I couldn't set foot in here. For an hour, I was sat outside. I was holding his collar and his lead. When he eventually, and the really weird thing is, we had, it's like a gravy, but it's like a supplement for dogs, for like the joints and muscles and things like that. We've had that. We've been giving it to him when he's had his food. While we sat outside, the neighbour came out with a package for me. And it was the next shipment of that stuff. So I said, here, keep hold of it. You can have it for your dog. It's no use to me now. But eventually I managed to pluck up the courage to step inside, come into the flat. And I stood at the bottom of the stairs and I looked up and I didn't see his face. Normally when you walk in to the door, you turn left, you look straight up the stairs. And he's looking down at you, welcoming you home. And he wasn't there. I put his lead down and his collar. We have a screw in the wall, which I thought I'll just put the screw. Just hang the collar on the screw. We had it for something else. I put it on, the collar fell off, and I just picked it up and broke down. All because it fell off. There is a stillness in this flat. And not in a good way. There is A ladder-shaped hole. In the atmosphere of this flat. But it was the right thing for me to do. For months, he'd been having accidents in the flats. He couldn't control his bowels. He started losing control of his bladder. He was struggling walking on the flats, so getting him up and down stairs was incredibly hard work. Over the last couple of days, I've had to physically pick him up and carry him up the stairs, and it nearly killed me. It wasn't a light dog. And I've got issues myself with my health. And I knew I couldn't, for his sake, it couldn't go on like this. You could see it in his eyes, you could see it in his expression, you could see it in his posture. He was tired. He still wanted to go out for walks. We'd get about 100 yards down the road and then he'd just want to come back. So it's just a case of get him downstairs, let him do what he wants, have a mooch around the garden, and then when he was ready to come in, we'd come in. It wasn't out long. But we have to get the flat sorted out. We've got to sort out and find where we're going to put the two cats that we have downstairs, that we kitted out the brick shed for them, and we built them a run outside as well. My brother did that for us last year, just before we got married. They're coming in here now. It's not going to be this quiet for much longer. But the big black dog will leave a big, big hole. I miss you, laddie. If there was such a thing as a fountain of eternal youth, I'd have taken there years ago to have a swim.